Hello and welcome back to Board Games Daddy. By the time I'm recording this video, it's already known that MetaZoo is a dead TCG. So I thought, oh, well then, that's the ideal time for me to get into MetaZoo. So in some of my next videos, you'll get to know the start deck from Cryptid Nation set, UFO starter decks, Seance, and Wilderness. Stay tuned!
And now, this one is for a forest tribal theme deck, where the big monster is called Pukwudgie Chieftain. Pukwudgie Chieftain. Pukwudgie Chieftain. Let's see what is inside the tribal deck, the forest tribal deck for Cryptid Nation. The first set, or the base set, or whatever, or the death set, whatever you want to call it. Because there's not much that's going to happen historically to change how this product is seen, because this TCG is dead. And I feel like I'm being like an archaeologist, delve into the story of something that is dead. And sharing with you. Oh, before we go in, let's just see what we have here. Many thousands of years have passed, and only recently have the forest been so devastated that ripples were sent through the veil. Now that the veil is shattered, I'm not sure what the veil is, but it's time for the beasties of the forest to fight back. What's happening with the zoom? Fight back to protect what is theirs. And who better to lead them than the Pukwudgie Chieftain? Outgrow the sampling strategies of your opponents with the MetaZoo Pukwudgie Chieftain. Pukwudgie. Oh, the coin wants to pop out. So what do you have inside? The coin, which, surprise, this one is green. Booster pack, going straight to some reels. By the way, see the reels that I have. I have full collection of reels for all the games that I'm investing, so that's fun. I try to do some funny things with the reels. Then the book, there's a rule book there, the 2.1 version, already obsolete. And then there's a playmat. If you're a fan of playmats, which I'm not, but I guess this one is funny, because the reason why I'm not a fan of a playmat is because after the first or the couple first times that you play, you don't need these playmats anymore, right? But this one is cool because on the other side, take a look at this. You have the map of the US, where all the cryptids and the beasties are marked here from the place where the story behind them is originally from. There's also some important landmarks like Roosevelt, Yellowstone, Area 51, Salem, the Amityville. Where's the Amityville there? You see? Amityville House. So cool. This is very cool. And there's a list of all the beasties here. So if you find something interesting on the map, like for example the jackalope, you can see who's that. The jackalope. Unfortunately, this is not in this is ordered by number. So not so if you're looking for a Mothman, I randomly found him, so but could be difficult to find. If I guess it starts with where does it start? Starts here. Yeah, starts here. And so if you want to find the Mothman, just need to follow the numbers, and 70, 77, 78, 77. There's the Mothman. So there's the bridge that collapsed, the whole story about around the Mothman there. If you saw the Richard Gere movie. Is it Richard Gere or Kevin Costner? I guess it's Richard Gere. Yes, my bet would be on Richard Gere. Cool. That's it. That's a playmat, right? And then more things inside. So there are 40 cards here, but one of them, curiously, and not knowing why yet, one of the cards comes outside in this pack. But this card is exactly a copy of the other one. It's like the commander card. No, not the commander, sorry. I don't want to create a false impression here. So this is not a commander game. You don't have a command zone. You don't have a leader like on One Piece card game. But this is like Pokemon, where there's a big monster, which is the big damage dealer, right? In this deck is the Pukwudgie Chieftain. So this is like a spiny guy there. While Pukwudgie Chieftain is in the arena, all beasties named Pukwudgie, which will be his friends, gain plus 10 life points, and their attacks gain plus 10. And all attacks named Redemption Barrier, maybe from the other guys on beasties you control, gain the following effect. The target of this attack or target of the opposing page in combat is inflicted with mushrooms. Okay, we need to see what that is. The full volley gets plus 5 for every quill counter on pages you control. The target of this attack is inflicted with mushrooms, so the quills there. And if you're playing in the forest, it gets a little bit more of damage. You can always use the meta cards to do that. And there are the Pukwudgies here. Can only be contracted face down as traps. When Pukwudgie is flipped up, place X quill counters. X is there, where X is the number of forests that you play when flipped face up. Okay, so let me try to understand here. So when you are casting, you pay nothing. It's a trap there, and then when you want to activate, you pay it there. And redemption barrage is that thing. And the target of redemption barrage. Redemption barrage is 10 times what? 10x. Okay, it's the same thing. The same thing. Quill counters, and then it does 10x the quill counters. Okay, so these guys by the end of the game will become very strong, especially if the commander is there. Okay, and the aggro pelter. It gains 10 life point and 10 damage for every other beastie. Fearsome creature in the arena. What is a fearsome creature? Fearsome creature, beastie fearsome creature. Okay, so must be his friends. Okay. Oh, Mantis Man. Mantis Man. That's Caesar Scyther. No, Caesar Scyther from Pokemon, which is very high damager. The Roperit. Oh, it's also a fearsome creature. Super strange, this guy. You may fatigue the Roperit to remove wings from target beastie or flying until the end of the turn. Oh, Roperit, because he ropes you and he brings you down. And gets 10/10 for every other beastie fearsome. Okay, so this deck looks cool. Torn Whip. Direct damage, razor direct damage, and if the opposing player controls wave, is that a wave? Deals 50 instead. Forests got Amber, Chaos Crystal, Forests, there's a meta thing, Yauras, and that's it. That's it, so cool. Yeah, so this was the Pukwudgie travel deck. Pukwudgie Chieftain travel deck. Hope you have liked, to the point that you consider leaving a like, sharing with friends in WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram, Facebook channels. I hope that you consider subscribing, taking in consideration all the content that I have for the game that you saw in the introduction and many more. And especially if you like also other card games, which I have content for the majority of them by now, and board games in general. So thank you for watching until the end, and I hope to see you in the next videos. Goodbye.